Now, Joel Brown, Facebook, Free Men Reports, Twitter, at YouKillStorm. Joel, you went to a drag queen story time. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but you went to a drag queen story time. You were there reporting. There were some protesters out there that I guess support the drag queen story time. You attempted to address these people, and one of these crazy individuals then literally, in fact, guys, let's get the B-roll if we have it, literally bit your microphone cover off. And it was so great when I watched this, sadly, but it's true. It's happened to me multiple times. So when I saw it happen to you, I felt like we were kind of kindred spirits, so I had to get you on the air. So, Joel Brown, tell us what happened that day when that crazed lunatic bit your microphone cover off.
Absolutely. So, ironically, Owen, this microphone that I'm using right now is actually the one that was bit. So we're actually
whoa. Have you properly cleaned that? Is that been properly sterilized?
It has, yes. I did sterilize it. I made sure to clean it. I got rid of the mic cover as well. I actually bought a 5-pack of those muffs, so that one I was okay with parting with.
Yeah, good thing those are cheap.
Nothing lost. Yes,
yeah,
very good
It's
thing,
like if you want to be a reporter now, you have to buy a 10-pack of mic covers because some liberal is going to come like bite it off or like use it to wipe their nose or something. But anyway, go on with what happened.
So basically, Owen, the Drag Queen Story Hour, I had known about it for quite some time. It was in St. Pete. I reminded myself to go, and I went. It was about 2 hours out. I got there, a lot of people, both supporters, like you said, trying to, quote unquote, protect the drag queens or whatever. And then on the other side of the street in the parking lot, you had the religious protesters who were holding up the signs, the usual stuff. You've seen it. I've watched a lot of your coverage of the Drag Queen Story Hour as well, so I kind of knew what to expect. And let me just say, even though I knew what to expect, I don't think anybody is ready for what happened when that woman bit my microphone. Basically, what happened was we were trying to get into the building, my buddy Andrew and I, and that's Andrew James. We were trying to get in, and as we were getting in, they noticed that we had our cameras out. And one guy who was one of the supporters standing in front of the building actually grabbed me by the shirt and tried to pull me out. So when that happened, we confronted him, and that's when you see that guy in the black shirt. And I asked him, I was like, "Are you an undercover cop?" Because he had a walkie-talkie on his shoulder. So I figured he's either with Antifa or with police. And then all of a sudden, as I'm questioning this guy, he's ignoring me. This is where the cue the deranged leftist. All of a sudden, she starts dancing in front of the camera. I know you know exactly what that's like. She starts dancing in front of the camera. I'm kind of just in shock that they're going crazy like this. And I'm not even a protester. I had no political, outfit on or anything. I was just trying to be non-biased, nonpartisan. And then when I put the microphone in her face and asked her what she was doing here, all of a sudden, boom, she just bites my microphone. And I was just in such shock, Owen. And I could imagine, like I said, you know exactly what that's like. You can relate. And it's crazy, man. It was a surreal feeling. And, she's trying to tell me to get out of the sidewalk. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not blocking the sidewalk. You're the one blocking the sidewalk. I wish I had caught her in the middle of the sidewalk where she was standing, because she realized she was in the wrong. And then that's when she jumped back, and that's when I used a little bit of profanity. And then I just kind of walked away. But that's basically what happened.
Well, and isn't the craziest thing about this, I mean, I don't know how old you are. You look like a young guy, maybe in your young 20s. This
23,
is,
yeah.
So this is an adult lady, though. This is an adult lady who comes up to you. First, she's like, I mean, I don't want to be, she's literally like shaking her boobs in front of your face. And then she like lunges in and bites your mic cover. I mean, beyond the whole drag queen story time, I mean, the behavior that these people exhibit just on the street is just like, it's mind blowing. I mean, isn't that what really shocks you? It's like, whoa, these people are really that deranged.
Exactly right, Owen. And like I said, it's just one of those things you never expect until it actually happens to you. And I couldn't believe it. I wasn't instigating. All I tried to do was go in the building. Guy grabs me by the shirt, out of nowhere to pull me out. I confront him. All of a sudden, this girl comes and tries to ruin, my interview, my questioning. And it was just so weird. And then I put the microphone in her face a second time. Probably not the best idea, because then after that, she actually tore the pop filter off of my microphone. She actually took off the muff, and surprisingly, she actually gave it right back. And I was just kind of like, "Thank you." I made sure to grab it from the bottom so I wouldn't touch the saliva. But I didn't end up putting it back on. I kind of just left it alone. But yeah, man, it's just it's insane when you see it with your own eyes that these people really are deranged. They will attack innocent people. I mean, seriously, I'm just a guy with my camera and my microphone here, and I just asked a simple question: "Why are you here?" And that's what I got. So there was no reasoning with these people from the get-go. It was pretty much over when it started, basically.
And what do you make of this? Because this is the thing. It's like they have these events, they do it in public spaces, the drag queen story times, and it's for children and families, and so they market it that way. But as soon as a camera shows up, they panic. Why do you think that is? Why is it as soon as the camera's there recording, all of a sudden they want to shut it down?
You know, it's so funny because, and I got to say, it is suspicious, you know. It's one of those things where, because I heard Tampa Bay Times was there, and the Tampa Bay Times actually have a press pass, so they were able to go in and film. However, the independent journalists weren't able to film. They said that they were trying to protect the children and protect the drag queens, and we don't want any filming. I personally
they're protecting the children. Oh, yes.
I know. It's pretty ironic, isn't it, that they're trying to protect the children from us recording, but you know, the real threat is what's going on inside. I mean, I've seen you guys cover this a ton of times. I'm actually really glad I was able to go to one of these events. You actually get to see what goes on. And, you know, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of problems and valid reasons to dislike the Drag Queen Story Hour. I mean, I know you guys covered it a few months back, how, and I think it was El Paso or Houston, there were two of the drag queens that ended up being convicted sex offenders. Yeah, Houston. They ended up being sex offenders and they served time in prison. They did some community. They were under community supervision.
And it came out too, because you got to be careful. But it came out. I mean, we reported it first.
Exactly.
I was working with Match Resistance Texas. It turns out Miss Kitty Litter, the lead drag queen here in Austin, who goes to all these events, reads to the kids, dresses up in drag. It turns out, I mean, the same individual, I forget the name, it's like David Robertson or something, was arrested for prostitution and the pictures and everything. So these are sexual deviants. All right, let's keep Joel Brown on for just one more segment, so where you can find his reports and where you can watch this video. But it's just like, why do you have drag queen story time? What is really behind this, folks? It's not normal. It's not natural. All right, I wanted to get another comment from our guest, Joel Brown. His Facebook is Free Men Reports. His Twitter is You Kill Storm. The video we aired last segment, he is at a drag queen story time when a drag queen story time reporter comes up and bites his microphone cover. This is a new thing that they do now. It's a demonic thing. But he caught it on film, so we got him on, and I just wanted to have Joel talk about his channel, Free Men Reports, and what he does over there, and just the state of social media right now. So, Joel, tell us about your Facebook channel, Free Men Reports, and your opinion on the state of social media.
Absolutely. So one thing I do want to say before I talk about the Free Men Report, Owen, is my YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel. That's pretty much where all the content goes. And that's actually Ultimate Killstorm. So Ultimate. So instead of You Killstorm, the U stands for Ultimate. So Ultimate Killstorm. It's all one word. I highly recommend you check out some of my latest videos on the recent events that I've been at. I've actually met Caitlin Bennett at an anti-Trump protest, which was cool. But yes, so the Free Men Report basically is a group that's dedicated to the Constitution. We believe in the Second and First Amendment. We've actually been shadow banned on Facebook, so our content doesn't get nearly as much reach as it used to, which is unfortunate. So, you know, it's sad to see what's happening, and that kind of ties into the whole, what do I think of social media? It's very heartbreaking, to be honest with you, Owen, because it seems like right now, the Silicon Valley elites are just taking over. It's as if they're the only voice that matters, and they can censor whoever they want. And it's like there's no consequences. There's no law prohibiting them from censoring us like this. It's ridiculous. And I think social media is a wonderful thing. Don't get me wrong. I think, you know, without it, you know, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing, essentially. You know, that's how we get to people. And you know, with that being said, as great as social media is, when you start to get a lot of reach, when you start to have a voice and you start to get a following, you know, it seems like Facebook is a bit threatened by an opposing view. So they just go ahead and censor without any sort of reason. And it's heartbreaking, man. Like I said, I mean, I used to watch the War Room, Alex Jones show, David Knight. I used to watch you guys every day on Facebook. And then you got banned. And then I had buddies who were streaming your content, dedicated info warriors who were, you know, posting all the shows. And it was great. They were doing a great job. And guess what happened? Facebook banned them as well. So now it's like you guys are non-existent on Facebook. I've tried looking up many different ways for you guys, InfoWars, Owen Shroyer, War Room, everything I can, and none of you guys pop up on my feed anymore. And it's very sad, man. I have to go to the website now in order to catch you guys. But, you know, this is exactly what we're trying to spread awareness about. You know, we we love InfoWars. You know, we love fighting the good fight. We love what you guys do. You're actually a big inspiration. You're actually the one that kind of admired me to do this. I watched all the Savage Facts videos on YouTube. So really amazing stuff, man. So I want to thank you for motivating me to do what I do. And
well,
that's
that
why
tickles me. I got to tell you, that tickles me. That means everything.
Well, of course, man, and I really appreciate it again, and that's why we're putting so much effort and time into the Free Men Report, is because we really think this can grow. We have a lot of followers, and this can just be such a great thing if Facebook wasn't constantly getting in the way, So it's really unfortunate, man. So I think social media, great thing, great tool. Super big advancements being made. I think it's awesome. It can be scary at the same time with all the info out there. But, at the same time, man, I just really wish there was a way that we could just say and do what we want, as our First Amendment guarantees us, without having to fear being censored. I can't tell you how many times I've been, suspended on Facebook, how many times streams of mine have been deboosted. It's just crazy, man. It's very sad that you see your hard work just go down the trash like that,
Yeah, it's like competing in a rigged game is really what it is, but you can't leave the game because that's a loss. So you just compete in the rigged field and the rigged game, and
it's
that's
a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
exactly. It's a double-edged sword. I mean, you either stay on the platform. I'm surprised. I don't want to speak this into existence, but I'm very surprised Paul Joseph Watson still has a platform on Twitter and YouTube. Very surprised by that. It seems like everybody else has just been wiped away except for him. And and I love Paul Joseph Watson. I can keep up with him as well. And I'm glad to see that he's not off Twitter yet. He's off Facebook, sadly, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, we're basically just trying to fight the good fight. We're trying to get different ideas out there, actually have dialogue with people, hopefully not get our microphones bitten, So all that good stuff, man. And we're not going to give up. This is only the beginning, and I'm honored to be here. So very, very thankful for that.
All right, Joel. Well, we were glad to have you. Again, the Free Men Reports on Facebook, his YouTube channel, Ultimate Killstorm, and Twitter at @UKillstorm is where you can find all of his stuff. So go subscribe to that. Joel, thank you so much for coming on today.
Oh, and thank you so much, man. It was an honor, and I hope you guys have a good one, all right? God bless you.
Will do. Will do. Thank you so much. Now, I enjoy bringing on people that are trying to get involved like Joel is, because I was once in Joel's shoes. And, they can take Alex Jones down. They can take Owen Shroyer down. And, they can take as many of us down as they want. But if we're planting new seeds and we're watering those seeds and we're getting the growth and we're seeing, we're seeing what's happening there in a positive way, then that's how we can win. So they can try to take as many people